Hi everyone. Here are your market stats for February 2022 for Spanish Fork. The days on market was 20. Last month it was 12, so we're definitely seeing it go up. But again, these numbers are basically from a month or two ago. If something went under contract and then it had to close and then it became a statistic on the MLS, that's where I get my numbers from. So this is from February 1st to February 28th. So just know some of these numbers reflect more of January. The average list price was $535,810, and the average sold price is $543,621. That's almost exactly the same sold price that we had in January. But again, we're seeing a difference. Everything is selling over asking. The number of units sold in February was 33. I wanted to talk about comps as well. Like, comps are really good only for the moment. If I give you a comp, just know this market is changing so quickly that that is the information just for that moment. If you want to think about selling your house and 2 months later, you're like, okay, I'm going to go off the comps you gave me, they're absolutely incorrect. As soon as something closes, the comps change. And the market is always changing. So a comp is really good for that moment. And then in a week, 2 weeks, a month, it's definitely a different number. Almost always likely your house is more valuable. And then like I said before, the data, when I give it to you, it's old. Like, this data is coming from a previous month, almost 2 months ago. So what we're seeing now, I expect in the next month or two, we're going to see a huge influx as far as days on market is going to be way less than 20, because what I'm seeing right now and what I'm reporting are not always the same thing. And right now I'm seeing homes, even though my stats don't reflect this yet, it will in the next couple months. I'm seeing homes go $20,000 to $40,000 over asking. Is that crazy? It's crazy. And it's such a hard process as me as a real estate agent to talk to buyers and say, here's what you need to do to get under contract. When I come to you and say you need to go in at an offer $20,000 to $40,000 over asking, I completely understand that that's crazy. And I completely understand as a buyer that you're like, no way, I'm not doing that. But in this market, there are other people that are saying, I'm willing to do that. So if you want to get under contract, you have to have that mentality. And I prefer my clients to go through that organically. I prefer we write a contract. I've given you all the information of what it looks like to write an offer, and you understand what it means. And unfortunately, you're going to lose out on quite a few offers before you get one accepted. I want that process to be organic for you. I want you to go through the emotional cycle of losing a home to understand that next time maybe you're willing to add a little more money to the pot to get the home under contract. And I know that's a really, really hard process for most people to grasp, especially given how the market has changed in the last 2 years. But I want you to come about that organically, and I want it to be comfortable for you, because I cannot convince you to pay $20,000 to $40,000 more per house. You have to want it. And I am not here to pressure you. I'm here to educate you. So of course, if you ever have any questions or you want to talk more about this market, I'm happy to help. Reach out to me through my social media, or my phone number is 801